So, thanks very much for watching North Guitars again. This is our third video, and this is quite a short one actually. We're going to do some short ones, so we're not going to bog you down with our models or anything else, but we want to introduce you to our Erion model. So this is our solid body, solid mahogany body model, I guess you would say. And we're hoping that this has a slightly different voice to a Les Paul or a PRS. It has its own individual voice. But I'm going to let Martin go through the specs of this, just so we can actually tell you a little bit more about the guitar and our thinking behind it. And then obviously we're going to have some sound clips on here as well of the guitar being played. So over to you, Martin.
Okay. So yeah, as Phil said, mahogany body, mahogany neck. This is African mahogany we're using here. We've got a nice flame maple cap on there, which is about 15mm thick. If you want to buy an Erion, we can do this with various finishes. So if you wanted a bird's eye maple top on it, or a quilted maple top on it, or a colour, then it doesn't have to be a flame maple top. There are lots of options you can choose from. We've got a nice dark rosewood fingerboard on here, and as you can see, we've got the side range dots here, which I find quite useful because they're actually sort of more towards you when you're playing the guitar. I actually like them down the edge of the fingerboard. So we went with that. We tend to use really good quality hardware. We've got Goto tuners on there, which are really high gear ratio, and then we've got Goto bridge and tailpiece, and our own spec pickups on here, and standard volume and tone three-way selector. So very much in your sort of Les Paul type as far as the actual layout and configuration goes, apart from the fact we've just got a master volume and tone control on here. We don't go for the tone and volume for each pickup, and we tend to send these out with 10s as standard. 10 to 46 Newtone strings, which are Newtone, British made strings, great strings. So if you haven't tried them, check them out.
Also put the bone nut on here.
Bone nut on there. Obviously, two-way truss rod in there for adjustment, and generally sort of medium heavy frets on there. Although if you do want one, you can spec the frets. As we used stainless steel before, haven't we? So although it's a standard model, there are lots of different options within the model itself.
Just a little bit about the design as well. So one thing that we've tried to put into our guitars is we've taken aspects of guitars that we really like, such as mahogany body, maple top, classic combination with twin PAFs. Absolutely classic combination. But we've also, so on the back of this, we've put a volute on the back here to obviously stop headstock breaks as much as we possibly can. If you can see on the neck joint there, we've actually got a nicely contoured neck joint. And then at the top here, we've actually got a lot of access right up to the top fret, because that's one thing that I personally didn't like about Les Pauls, was the fact that it's difficult or awkward to play right up the top there. But because of the way that we've actually designed the body, it just makes it really, really easy to play this guitar. The necks on these ones are quite a chunky neck, so they're quite a vintage, I guess, spec neck. But obviously, it's something that we could talk about with anybody who wanted to have a look at one anyway. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to leave this be with this beautiful Erion model that we've got here. What are we calling this one? We're calling this one the Cherry Burst, aren't we?
Yeah.
We also do it in one called Dog Burst, which I will get now very, very quickly. So this is what we call the Dog Burst, obviously named after the sun dog, but we do it in that colour as well, and we're also going to do a charcoal burst. They'll be our standard colours. We'll try and get a charcoal burst one on the channel soon. But yeah, we're going to leave you now with some clips of them being played. Hopefully, like I said again, please leave any comments, likes, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to in the comments. Let us know what you think. And hopefully we'll see you again for another round of videos with North Guitars.
Cheers.
Thanks very much. that.